Hello there, all you cool younglings and padawans. It's me, Obi-Mom Kenobi, here with another episode of Reading with the Force. I just want to quickly apologize to a couple of you. I know that one of my Galaxy Pizza videos was taken down for a copyright strike. I'm not sure why. I was not giving any notifications. I wasn't given any reasoning. I just woke up and found it gone. So I do apologize. I will try and put it up on another form of social media. In the meantime, let's get right to it. Grab your chalky milk and your chicky nuggies, and we're going to be reading Caps for Sale, a Reading Rainbow classic. This is a tale of a peddler, some monkeys, and their monkey business. Told and illustrated by Asifer Slobodkina. Sorry. I can read. But yeah, let's get started. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his backs. He carried them on top of his head. First he had his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top a bunch of red caps. He walked up and down the streets, holding himself very straight so as not to upset his caps. And as he went along, he called, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" One morning he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street. "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town, slowly, slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for rest," thought he. He sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back, little by little, against the tree trunk so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put up his hands to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept for a long time. It's the sun shining. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt with his hand to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. Oh my. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked in the back of him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? Let's find out. On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. The confrontation. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "You give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." This made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at them and said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their hands back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." See? Now he felt quite angry, and he stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." Basically, they're mocking him. By this time, the peddler was really very, very angry. He stamped both his feet and shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." As you can tell, they're making fun of him. At last he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. But then each monkey pulled off his cap. And all the gray caps and all the brown caps and all the blue caps and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. See how he's organizing them? And slowly, slowly, he walked back to town calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" The end. Again, I want to apologize for Galaxy Pizza being taken down without my knowledge or consent. I will try and see if I can work it out to have it put back up. But in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this Reading Rainbow classic, Caps for Sale. I thoroughly enjoyed it growing up as a child, and I hope that your children can enjoy these too. I'm Obi Mom Kenobi, and thank you for coming for another reading with the Force. I will see you in my next video, and may the Force be with you.